So you're going to need tripod, a mask, but I'm going to use a scarf, some used tights, some coloured fabric, and some fake blood. Alright, so we're going to make a fake heart, and to do this we are going to use those old tights and wrap them around in the coloured fabric. There's not really a wrong way to do this, as long as it looks like a heart really. I didn't want it to look too conventional, which is why I use these materials. The colour was chosen to give it a design and make it a little more obvious that it was a heart. Alright, so why am I doing this? You always see this time of year people doing like couple post, Valentine stuff. You know, it's all lovey-dovey and stuff. We don't want any of that. We're trying to be a bit more different, be creative. My idea was instead we're gonna have like that iconic kind of creepy little girl kind of look, like a fake bleeding heart, and like an old abandoned like shed where the girl will be coming out of. To me it sounds pretty good. Now it's just time to put it in action. So how are we going to do this? First I was thinking just a simple picture of the shed, just let you know where we are, what we're doing. Second is going to be the character slightly coming out, not too obvious yet. Third, even more coming out, you know, so you can actually see the character now and you can actually see the heart in the hands of the character. Alright, next is going to be a bit more of a build up, so we're just going to have it come in a little bit closer but not too close yet. Again, you're still going to be able to see the heart. Alright, and the last one is going to be pretty much a close up of the heart. It's going to be bleeding. Hopefully we can get like some good shots of just blood running through the fingers, hopefully. But yeah, that's my idea. Let's see if we can do it. Alright, so what I wanted for this shoot was basically somewhere that looked very, I guess, distressed, broken down, I guess. And obviously, being in England, you don't get that much of it. So what we've done is, well, what I've done basically is I remembered that there is like a little building that's kind of like distressed, broken down, bricks are falling off. It's like a little shed, not too far from where I live. So we're going to go there, and if we get access to it, we'll do it there. If not, there's one other place which might work, but hopefully this one works better because I like how much space is around the area as well. It gives me a lot of places to like move the camera if I need to. Alright, so a bit of an update. Literally just drove past the place I wanted to shoot and they've actually taken down the building. It's a bit depressing, but you know what, I guess this just means we go to the second place that I was thinking of. Another good point actually to bring up, if you are going for a shoot somewhere on location, always probably just double check, obviously if you are available to do it that day, you know, if everything's right for the day you want to shoot. Also, if it isn't, then have like a backup plan, have like a second location, maybe even a third, just to be extra careful. That's why I'm not worried too much, because I do have this second location. So yeah, we'll get there and then we'll start with the photography process. Right, so we're at the location. There is a shed, I know. It's at the top of like a very muddy hill. Well, it might not be muddy at the moment, but we'll see. Hopefully we can get to it without getting through too much mud. We'll see how it goes. If not, I guess there's a little area which is like stepping stones we could use. That might look a little interesting. So yeah, we've got two options again in one location. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so when we go into location, it's a bit difficult just to think of where we can put the camera and where it looks best for the character to come out. But after a couple tries, I guess, of just different poses, we basically worked out where we should be posing everything. After the first two shots, we started seeing the head of the character, so we needed to cover it in that mask we were talking about, that red fabric. Then just going off of the storyboard, just obviously just having the character coming closer and closer. Were a couple issues with just trying to keep the mask on, but we basically did it by the end. I didn't want all the images to seem the same, so what I decided was to have at least one of the pictures where we didn't have the mask and it was just the hair in front of the face. Alright, lastly, the picture in front of the camera holding the heart. There were a couple of issues with getting the blood out, but we got it in the end. Alright, so today's shoot went alright. Only issue, well, there was one or two issues. One of them will be, I guess, just the ground, because it's all muddy and stuff because of the weather yesterday. But you know, we went through that okay. Another issue was actually the blood capsules. Kind of hard to take the blood out, and also the blood didn't work as I wanted it to. But I guess in post we can maybe sort that out a little bit, I guess, if we can. If not, it might still look okay just with the heart. And that's another thing actually. It's about a 2-3 minute walk back to the car from the place. However, I've got to walk there with this. You know what I'm saying? We passed one walking group and I had to like put it behind my back because I was thinking, man, if they see me with this, it's bad news, do you know what I mean? Right, so imagine if I'm walking towards you and I'm like this. You know what I mean? That's weird. I think I probably thought I'd kill a hamster. But anyway, back to the point. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the car now and yeah, we'll go to the editing suite. Let's go. Alright, so when I got in, I already noticed I messed up on one thing. What we did, obviously we took all the pictures, well, almost all of them, because what we forgot to do was take like a base image, which is just the background, just so you can, if you need to take anything away, you still have that background which is still there, if that makes sense. Alright, so let's open up Photoshop and import the first picture. Alright, so here's the first picture, and what I meant was, so here I'm going to take away basically this whole section of where the model is, and just kind of fade in the arm so it looks like it's coming from outside of this little brick shed thing. But I don't have the base image before that to basically cover up where I'm going to take away where she is, if that makes sense. I think it does, but that's fine, because what we're going to use a different image where the model's in a different area and use that as the background, so that should save us from this. Another note, just make sure you get all the pictures that you want on the day, because honestly I was rushing a little bit because of time, but if I was there for like, if I just thought about it for another 5 minutes, I probably would have got the picture. But again, we can work around it. Again, really simply, just gonna do little touches. Want some vibrancy in there, get some colour off the green, like the dirt of the floor, I guess. Bit of saturation, not too much again. Actually, to be honest, I was gonna do something else differently. What we're gonna do straight in here, we're gonna turn down the vibrancy and give it quite a moody kind of look. Because again, it goes with that horror theme that we're going for. Keep a little bit of saturation in there, because you want there to be some colour. See, like just in these leaves here, that's what you want. Let's go into the tones, and let's just make the darker sections a little darker, lighter sections a little lighter, just like of the dress. Okay, now I'm alright with this first image, so let's open image. Alright, and here would be the bit where you would remove the, I guess, the model, and then obviously you'd have that background there to cover up where you hit her. But because we don't have the original image, what I'm going to do now is open up the second image and basically have that background as this background. I'll show you what I mean. So let's open up the second image. Okay, and again, same kind of thing, just want to take down the vibrancy, make it moody. Right, again with this one, we're going to remove the areas which look like they should be inside the shed still. Again, can't do that yet because we don't have that first base image, but the next one should have that. So let's open that up. Okay, and see here, this whole area where the model was at first is now visible because the model's on a different side. So we can now use that background as the background for the other two. Before we do that, let's just edit this image again. Looks similar to the other one. Okay, so this is what we're going to do now. We're going to take this image, put it into the other one, or the other two, line them up. You're going to take the opacity down a little bit, just so you can see what you're removing. And also by doing that, you can see where everything can line up a little nicer. If you see the brickwork, it lines up a little more, so that's a good place to leave it. And again, what we're going to go to is the mask. Here again, you can go to the black brush and you can remove that section of it. Or you can just make it a little bit more a faded brush so it looks like it's coming out a little bit. Let's just take the opacity down of the brush just so we're not removing too much. It looks like it's coming out from inside of the shed thing, which works well. So I say this one's good to go. This one's done for now. Got the second one. We're going to do the exact same thing. So let's see what I'm doing here. Is I'm doing light dots just so you can slightly see it through the fence. You could actually, if you wanted to, go super zoomed in and just go over the fence area just so you can see her. It makes it look like she's behind the fence. I'm going to do it very slightly above it just because I do want to have that ghostly feel as well. Again, I feel like this works well. So again, that one's done for now. Okay, this one I was thinking I might want to remove the legs. Maybe. I'm to see what that looks like now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the second picture, take that one and put it over the third one. We are going to layer mask it, brush, and just remove the legs. See what that looks like. I feel like it doesn't work, I don't like it, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, so here, what I did want, I wanted the whole head covered with like the red mask, but the bit of forehead showing. Can easily fix that. Alright, so I've gone around with the patch tool, and it kind of works. I'm also going to go around with the spot healing brush, just so we can just fill in the extra areas and make it look like it's kind of attached to, I guess, the skin up here, almost like it's sewed on, I guess. Hopefully it comes off as creepy as I want it to. That looks better, I like it. You don't see the forehead, it looks like the mask is on there. I'm good with this one. We're flying through these. Let's go to number 4 now. With this one, I wanted to keep the face a little covered, just to add a bit of eeriness to it. But what I might try and do is, we took a picture of just like the red mask being held like this. Might just try and put that over the face, I guess, and just darken it to make it look like it's shadowed. If it works. If not, I feel like this works okay. It's a little bit different to the other ones, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, the more I look at it, it looks like the head's been turned around. I don't know if that's good or not, but it works. You know, it's horror. It's okay. And I've just noticed how dark it's gone. 2 minutes. Alright, back with some lights. Let's continue. So let's go to number 5. So to number 5. Okay, in this one's probably one of the hardest ones, just because we're going to need to add blood into this and make it look realistic. And also, we will be adding the actual mask to the top section where the face is, just because you can see the face more than the last one. Okay, so here, what I'm going to do now is, like I said, open up the image where I said we were pulling the red fabric, because what we will be doing with this one is actually bending it as well. Okay, so what we're going to do now with this, we are going to select just the area that we need, cut it, and now this we're just going to place there, make it a bit smaller to fit the face. I'm going to transform it, so Control T, it's a quick shortcut to it, right click, skew, so we're going to give it that downwards angle like this, and then we're going to warp it just so it looks like we can wrap it around the face. And again, it's going to look a little better than this once you take out the edges, which is what you won't need. You basically want to give it like a head shape, really, so that oval kind of shape. Then what I'm going to do, mask, black brush. See what I'm saying? Like now it's like kind of, it does blend in a little bit. It looks like the mask was worn beforehand. Now it's a bit vibrant for this, so what we're going to do is go to Adjustments, Hue Saturation, and this little button here, so it connects just only to the layer below it, and then we're going to take away some saturation from it just so it blends in. I feel like that fits pretty nicely. I feel like that fits very nicely. I might just go over again just with the brush, just a little bit from the edge, just so it blends in. That to me looks really nice. Okay, now what we also did on the shoot, we took some fake blood, dripped it on the actual like fake art thing, and tried to make it drip down. Didn't really work because it was quite thick, but there was some droplets we caught on the camera. Okay, we're just going to drag on the pictures. Alright, and once they're in, like now, can you see like there's some blood there? What we are going to do is select them. We're going to do layer via copy, just so if we mess up, we still have the original one. Take away the original one because we don't need it. Same with the first one, and then you should have 2 like bits of blood. And what we're going to do with the layer setting here, let's go down to vivid light. What we're going to do is take the edge off the image, just so it blends in a little more. I feel like that blends in quite nicely. Just go around the edges, no weird lines, whatever. That's that one done. We can do the exact same with the second one. Also, because I like the second one quite a bit, I'm going to duplicate it and just move that. Maybe just move it somewhere else, because I just feel like it's a good bit of blood. Maybe it's dripping off the finger, just here. 3. That was pretty nice. I like that. Also, we took some images of some blood on the top of the heart. If I put that in, that might look nice as well. So I'm going to try that. And there we go. I literally did the same thing I did with the droplets. Just layer mask, took away the bits we didn't need. See what it looks like with and without the blood. I feel like it works. Looks nice. I'm going to make that look a little bit more vibrant with the same technique of going to Adjustment, Saturation, only affect that layer below it. Add in some saturation. Just make that red noticeable. Now what I might do, just this end one, just to add to that theme of horror, I guess, is go to the original image, the very first one, this whole image, and then with those nails just make them claw-like, a bit sharper. To do this, filter, liquefy, and what we're going to do, we're going to zoom in, and then with just a bit of a smaller brush, we're just going to drag these out. I'm not going to do too much just because this whole section is quite in detail and looks funny. There's too much of a pull on it, but we'll do as much as we can. The nails look a bit sharper. This one needs a bit more touching up, which I will do, but I'll do that off camera. But yeah, this is basically all done now. Alright, that's it, it's done. We've got all 5 of them done in a day. Did the photo shoot in a day as well. So you know, it's been pretty good. I'm going to hopefully upload these and this video by the 14th. Because you know, I want them to all be cohesive or whatever. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. And we've got a video next week as well, which is the part 2 of last week. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Nice.